Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Let's try that again. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Excellent. It is great to see everybody as we celebrate Shabbat with one another and as we celebrate these two young men who will become bar mitzvah today. Dylan and Evan, Mazel Tov. Congratulations. We're really, really proud of you. Mazel tov to your mom and dad, to your grandparents, to your friends and family who've come from near and far. Really glad that all of you are here to celebrate. It's our tradition here at Temple to turn to someone you don't know, introduce yourself, and wish them a Shabbat Shalom. You can turn to your neighbor, wish them a Shabbat Shalom. If you have a cell phone, if you'd please turn it to the off position, we would greatly appreciate that. Today, these young men will lead us in worship. They will read from Torah and they will offer us their thoughts about what it all means. And so we're looking forward to celebrating with them. Rabbi DePaulo and I invite you to participate in the service. All the words will be on the screen. Sing with us, read with us. And if you prefer the prayer book, the page number will actually be at the bottom of the screen. So feel free to follow in either place. Let's begin our service with the words, Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel. Evan and Dylan's parents will come forward to present them their talesim, their prayer shawls. The prayer shawls represent so much in our Jewish tradition. They represent that God is surrounding us, protecting us, keeping us warm and safe. At the end of the talit is something known as the tzitzit, or the fringes. These represent the commandments of God. And a commandment in Hebrew is a mitzvah. Today they become bar mitzvah. So our hope is that as they don their talit for the first time, that the Torah and the mitzvahs and their Jewish faith is woven throughout all they do, become part of the very fabric of who they are. So we call upon their parents now for these presentations. Come on over here, guys. Mom and Dad, come right on over here. Amen.
We'll continue now with a morning prayer of gratitude, Modeh Evan is now going to lead us in Elohai Neshama.
Please turn to page following me in Elohai Neshama. Elohai Neshama shatata bi tzohi. Atata atayata atayana fakta bi. Vetam vikibba vikibi. Kozanta hanshama vikibi. Mada alifaha. Hanoi ohei ohei otai otai. Ubo kuhamose. Odo kuhan shamat. Bariketa noi. Asho nofus kohai. The soul that you given me, O God, is pure. You created and formed it, beneath into me, and for years ascended. So long as I have breath, therefore I'll give thanks to you, my God and God of all ages. So shall all be love God of every human spirit.
And we'll continue with the Chatzi Kaddish now. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechonu yomechom uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uv'izman kari v'himeru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam u'la'omei Almaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitbar V'yidrumam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudesha B'richu Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Tamin Ram Be'alma V'meru, Amen.
Friends, let us rise now for the call to worship.
Please follow along with me in the Yotzeo prayer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzeo or uvrei choshen, Osei shalom uvrei et hakol, Hama'ir la'aretz v'ladrim elecha b'rachamim uv'tuvo, Machadesh b'kol yom tamid ma'aseh b'reishit, Ma'rabu ma'asecha Adonai, Cholam b'chokhma asita ma'al ha'aretz kinyanecha. Titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, al sheva maseh yadecha v'al morei or shesita yavucha sela, or hadash al Sion ta'ir v'nizke kulanu mahua loro. Baruch atah Adonai Yotzei Hamarot. The world is sunlight restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcome than gold, a Torah from heaven. I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeem the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai Yotzei Hamarot. Please join me in this responsive reading. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear, in every land and every age. Your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways, and yet, O God, you are the unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel, and joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teaching of our ancestors live on in our minds, and a passion for and stir our hearts. Help us to live so our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth.
Baruch
Ata Adonai, Habocher be'amo Yisrael ve'ahava. Continue now with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod, Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Please be seated.
We will continue with the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Echad. B'kol ha'yukol taha yukol daha. V'hayu ha'dorim ha'ela. Asher nanahi mazo ha'ayom hayonaha. V'shintam vidbat naha. Vidibata bam. B'shikaha v'daha. Ukuha v'daha. Ukuha v'naka. Utatam orot odnaha. You hazafot beni naka. Utatam amizot bendaha. Uvno dwareha. Laman teskuru elfetam elkomatav. Ilhom kedashim elom yamam. Ani Adonai el-Hakim. Asher hoti oham meretz Mitzrayim. Elohim ani Adonai el-Hakim.
Let us now welcome up Dylan and Evan's dad for this blessing.
May you live to see the world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come. And may you trust in generations passing yet to be. May your heart be filled with intuition and your words be rich in understanding. May songs of praise be ever on your tongue and your vision clarify a straight path before you. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah and the face reflect the brightness of the heavens. May your lips ever wisdom and your fulfillment be in righteousness, even as you yearn to hear the words of the ancient one of holiness.
Our song of redemption, of freedom. Please sing along, let us celebrate.
moment, these young men will come up and lead us in the Amidah. It is a beautiful prayer. It begins this way: God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. And it ends with, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. And I love this frame of this prayer, but I think it's good for life as well. Then when we wake up in the morning, we say, God, whatever we say may be worthy of your praise. And then when we go to bed at night, to say, God, may the words we have spoken be acceptable to you. If we live every day with those parentheses around our day, I think we will do well. I think that our tradition, I know our tradition, talks about the greatest blessings and the greatest weapons. And most of the time, that comes from the words we speak. Blessings can come or hurt can come. And so we ask on this day that only blessings come. Please rise. Adonai
Eloheinu v'Elohavoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rahel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim Vikinei Hakol Vizonher Chasdei Avot V'imaot Umavi Gula Livnei V'nehem Laman Shemo Be'ava Melech Ozer Mushim Umagin Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Atzara
Atagi boy Leila Mananai Mekaya Hako Avatavafna Mekaya Hako Bahasa Bekoho Hako Bakaka Beam So Magno Fim Utana Soim Utnutes Soim Ukum Mikhail Paba Giver Ukumel Mamli Walik Muli to Kunda Nata Munayan Atar Handaham Ako Barakata Anoi Bakaya Hako.
We continue with the Kedusha. Mekadesh Shimcha Ba'olam Keshem Shemakdishim Ha'utol Bishmei Marom Kakatuv Al Yad Niviecha Mekarazel Zeh Ve'amar Kadosh 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 Adonai Tzevaot Melech Kol Haaretz Kevodo
Please be seated. Now, as you might know, Dylan and Evan are brothers. And they're not very competitive at all, except for today at this song. Dylan, this is your side. Evan, this is your side. All right? Let's see which side can sing louder or clap louder. If you don't know the words, just sing la, la, la. Which side do you think is going to win? Why is that side going to win? That just makes more work for this group. All right, are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Vishamu
v'nezel Lesot et ha-shabbat ledor l'tamborit olam B'ni ulein b'nezel Ohi le'olam Ohi le'olam Vishamu v'nezel et ha-shabbat Lesot et ha-shabbat ledor l'tamborit olam Ki sheishet yamim asadonai, et hashamayim ve'et ha'oretz v'shanru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat lesot et hashabat ledor l'tamborit olam Vayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Vishamru B'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat Lesot et ha-shabbat Ledor l'tamborit olam.
All right, guys, which side do you think? The gross goals were holding up this side single-handedly, but yeah, we have to give it to this side. Nice try, though, everybody. Nice try. You can be seated, guys. With pleasure, we call upon your mom now to read these words of prayer.
On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear your call, grant us enough health to fulfill our duties, and the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humility that we may perceive our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiving of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves, and the charity to see the best in those around us. Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessing, look with favor upon us. May our offerings be acceptable to you. We praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence.
With pleasure, we call upon Julie Bixby and Marguerite Hoffman to come forward for these readings.
No, that's not it. Okay. Oh God, may we never become complacent, faltering in our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see that it is not by might nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Praise are you, Adonai, who blesses your people of Israel with peace.
Amen.
I need strength, humility, courage, patience. Strength to control my passions, humility to assess my own worth, courage to rise above defeats, patience to cleanse myself of imperfections, and wisdom to learn and live by our sacred teachings. Let me not be discouraged by my failings, Let me take heart from all that is good and noble in my character. Keep me from falling victim to cynicism. Teach me sincerity and enthusiasm. Endow me with perception and courage, that I may serve others with compassion and love.
Just as we have prayed from the prayer book, we take some time now to pray within the prayer book of the heart in silence. We turn now to Seder Kriyat Torah as we prepare for the reading of Torah. It's my pleasure to call upon the Kaplan family, Michael, Shelley, Jennifer, and Brittany, to help us open the ark. Please rise. Friends, this is the Torah, Israel's consecrated banner of truth and of righteousness. And throughout the ages, it has been passed from prophets to sages to our own time. Now, at this moment of B'nai Mitzvah, do we pass the Torah from generation to generation to generation, from grandparents to parents to sons, with the hope that throughout their lives, Dylan and Evan will study Torah and from it draw strength, insight, and spiritual sustenance.
Lecha
Shabbat Shalom once again. All right, folks, let's try this again. Shabbat Shalom. Excellent. You are alive and awake. This is good. This is good. In a moment, these young men will read from the Torah. The Torah, of course, is the first third of the Hebrew Bible, containing 5 books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. I'm particularly fond of this Torah portion, as it was 29 years ago this Shabbat that I was ordained a rabbi. I know I don't look that old. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And it's really such a perfect Torah portion for recognizing Jewish leadership, because in it contains what's called the priestly benediction, in which the high priest would stand over the community, make his hands like this, kind of the Spock move, but it was invented by the ancient Israelites. It's the letter of the Shin, that first letter on the upper right there. Looks like kind of a 3 symbol, and would bless the people with the threefold benediction, which you'll hear in a little bit. So I've been thinking a lot about what it means to be a Jewish leader and what Jewish leadership is all about. And I suppose the greatest affirmation of Jewish leadership is when a young person ascends the bima and says, I'm going to lead my congregation in worship. I'm going to read from Torah. I'm going to offer some thoughts about it. That is the essence of saying, I take my Judaism seriously. And leadership comes in all sorts of ways. You might think this is the first bar mitzvah I have done for the family. It's not true, because grandma over here became bar mitzvah a decade or more ago as an adult and said, I take my place in Jewish life, as did her husband, who said, I affirm myself and I link myself with the Jewish people. Those are Jewish leadership moments. When somebody joins a congregation, they're saying, I want to be part of something bigger than myself. And for those who are not Jewish, you too can be Jewish leaders, and let me tell you how. This is going to be good. Watch out. Here we go. The Jewish people are in a bit of a moment now. You might have heard on the news, you might see what's going on, and the ugly scab of anti-Semitism has reared its ugly head yet once again. And the truth of the matter is, it's one thing for Rabbi Rick to give sermons on anti-Semitism. It's a whole nother thing for Pastor Rick to do it, or member of the Episcopal Church to do it, or somebody from the Hindu faith to stand up against anti-Semitism. And in that way, people can affirm and be Jewish leaders and say, we're going to bring blessings to the Jewish people. We are not going to bring anger and curse to the Jewish people. And when you talk about blessings, all you have to do is look here. 2 young men who have worked very hard to reach this moment and to say, I too link myself with the Jewish people by reading from Torah. There's something very special about the Torah. When you open it, and I have seen this so many times when we do adult bar and bat mitzvahs, the emotion that comes to the heart is very real and palpable, as if there's energy in the Torah, and the ink rises from the parchment and enters the heart. That's really our hope for all of our young people, that figuratively and maybe even literally, that the words speak to them, that they move them to do good in the world. And making it full circle about the ordination of rabbis, about the rabbi's blessing, all we want as Jewish people is to do good in the world. Of course, it requires us to have to be safe. It requires us to have to defend ourselves against those who would not allow us to do that good. One final thought is that it is our mandate to be what's called an or lagoyim, a light unto the nations. The only way we can do that is if our light is on and energized. And seeing 2 young men become B'nai Mitzvah today is all the energy I need for this Shabbat to allow that light to shine so very brightly. Amen. We will begin by calling upon our friend Dylan to come forward. And let us call upon the following. Ta'amdu Yona Mechlechine bat Moshe veFlumshe Esther Malka bat Yosef Aliyah la Torah. Hold on one second. Right here, you're totally fine.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'chavanu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
No, you read now. Now you read.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I know. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el Acharon ve'el benav lemor, chod tavahu et bnei Israel, amor lechem, yevecha Adonai v'yishmecha, Yai Adonai panav alecha vihunecha. Yisa Adonai panav alecha ve'yosam lecha shalom. V'samu et shemi al b'nei Israel ve'yani orvachem.
What's really wonderful, if you go to any synagogue, you'll hear the rabbi at some point in the service recite those very words. May God bless you and watch over you. May God cause the light of the divine presence always to shine upon you. May God grant you grace and peace.
Ready, girls? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah. Now you do it.
For our second aliyah, we call upon the bar mitzvah. Ya'amod habar mitzvah, David ben Michael v'minde aliyah la Torah.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach leolam.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachu banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Vayahi be'om chalon Moshe lekim et hamishkan, vayimshach oto, vakedesh oto, ve'et kol kelav, ve'et hamizbeach, ve'et kol kelav, vayimshachem, vakedesh otam, vayikrivu nesi'e Yisrael, v'shei beit avotam, hem nesi'e hamatot, hem ha'ondim, al-chapudim. Vayaviu et korbanam lifnei Adonai. Shesh eglot sav u'shnei asav bakar agala al shnei nasim v'sol echad vayakrivotam lifnei hamishkan. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet ve'olam nata b'toheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Give a big hug. Now, you just stay right here. We call upon the parents of the B'nai Mitzvah, Ya'amdu, Mindel Bat Kirek Mechlechine, Michael Ben Chaim V'Yona, Aliyah La Torah. Okay, guys. Baruch Adonai. For our fourth and final aliyah, we call upon the following. Ya'amod, Habar Mitzvah, Ephraim ben Michael v'Mindel, Aliyah La Torah. Baruch Adonai Havarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kabah manim kohamin. Torah Tanah Torah Torah. Baruch Adonai Natan HaTorah. Et Shetei Hagalot Ve'et Abba Havakan Tanah Kifi Adatahan Ve'et Abba Havagalot Ve'et Shetei Havakan Tanah Gapi Adata Bayan Tamor Anatan Hakunanu Bilohita Antan Adota Aknahara Adas Kahim Batataf Yisrael Ve'kahar Onan Tam Antam Balayam Bagitaf Yisrael Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan Torah emet v'chol l'natan b'kutenu Baruch Adonai Natan HaTorah. Amen.
Nice. With pleasure, I call upon the Goldman family, Jason, Wendy, Isla, and Bryn, to come forward to help us stress the Torah. Please rise.
Vizot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe Lifnei V'nei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai B'Yad Moshe Yalai lai 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 lai
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kabah manim tovin v'tzarah dehem Ba'amat Barikata Adonai Habakatanya Hatosaha Amata Hotel Amu Idiom Rat Vaderek.
Vayahi.
There's a man named Manoah from Zoe. He was of a Danite clan, and his wife was barren, never having given birth. One day, an angel of the Eternal appeared to a woman and said to her, "Yes, you are barren and unable till now to have children, but showing pregnant and give birth to a son. Take care not to drink wine or beer or anything impure. You shall soon be pregnant and give birth to a boy. His hair is never to be cut, because from the womb he is God nature right. He'll begin to live Israel from the hand of the Philistines."
Vayahi איש אחד מצורע ממשפחת הדני ושמו מנוח ואשתו אחריו ולא ילדה. וירא מלאך אדוני אל האישה ויאמר אליך הנה נם את אחרה ולא ילדת והרית והולדת בן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם סור כל העולמים צדיק בכל הדורות האל הנאמן האומר ועושה המדבר ומקיים שכל דבריו אמת וצדק על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו לקדושה ונאה לכבוד ולתפארת על הכל אדוני אלוהינו אנחנו מודים לך ומברכם אותך יתברך שמך בפי כל התמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני מחדש השבת. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My Torah portion talks about how God tells Moses to speak to Aaron and his sons and to tell the people of Israel that God will bless them and grant peace to them. Moses oversees the building of the tabernacle with all of its furnishings. The chieftains of Israel who were in charge of enrollment came to the tabernacle. They brought 6 short carts and 12 oxen, a cart for every 2 chieftains and 1 ox each. The Torah portion I read talks about Jewish values of being kind to each other and everyone. This means to be nice when talking to someone or just being with them. My Torah portion also talks about being peaceful and striving to reach your goals. This means that if you stay peaceful, you can reach your goals in life. Reading my Torah portion and being Jewish can help in my everyday life. If I am feeling sad, I can remember when I collected food donations and all the people I helped. My Torah portion can help me in my everyday life by being nice to everyone I meet and talk to. I could be peaceful by staying calm and respectful all day long. As a B'nai Mitzvah, I understand that I am becoming more responsible and trusted. I would start being more responsible in the house by doing the dishes, making my bed, and putting away my laundry. I could be more trusted by never lying, and people know I could help out if they need it. Thank you, Gotti, for helping me with my Hebrew and letting me skip Vishanru. Thank you, Maxie, Grammy, and Nana for being there for me and being here today. Thank you, Evan, for doing this with me. Thank you, Dad, for pushing me to work on my Hebrew. And thank you, Mom, for playing the party and for getting us to do this.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
The meaning of my Torah portion is to me is that Moses gave people oxen and cart to deliver stuff to the Levites. God speaks directly to Moses, and it's his duty to share God's message with the people. This shows the importance of following God's word. The major lesson of this Torah portion is number 1, the Jewish people have to support other Jewish people in the temple. Number 2 is that there's a place for everyone in religious life. The Torah of my everyday life by going to temple, also my parents supported. The things I learned in my Torah portion that apply to my everyday life is that there's a place for everyone. They can be whatever they want to be and whatever I want to be. As a mitzvah, I understand that this is a big deal to a mitzvah. My first mitzvah project was to collect food and toiletries for veterans in need. And the second one, mitzvah project, was for UCI students in need. A mitzvah project is doing a good deed for people. Being a b'nai mitzvah, it's being a man in our Jewish world. At this time, I be saying it here. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for paying, supporting, and hosting today. Thank you to Gardy for tuning Dylan and me. Thank you, Maxie, Nana, and Gran for the support. Also, Maxie Romney's hero.
Congratulations to you both. You read Torah, you taught us a lot. You have taken your place in our chain of tradition. We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'dor vador nagid God lecha. L'dor vador, we protect this chain from generation to generation. L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name.
Gentlemen, congratulations, Mazel Tov. We are really proud of you. You did an awesome job today. You really worked hard at reading Torah. You led us in worship beautifully, and you offered us very thoughtful speeches. I know it's not easy to get up in front of a ton of people and lead your service, but you did so, and you did so with distinction, and I'm really proud of both of you. As we read the Bible, there's lots of stories about brothers and sibling rivalry. The truth of the matter is, I've known you both for a very long time, since the days you came to Tat Shabbat, to see you grow up and to be the young man you are. And the truth of the matter is, I actually see a really wonderful relationship. I know. I don't live in your home, so I'll grant you that. But you seem to support one another and care about each other and lift one another up. And those are really important qualities in the day and age in which we're living, is to have brothers who are really your brothers. And that is people who really are there for you in the best of times and in the toughest of times. I know you both enjoy playing Fortnite, right? Yes, excellent. I literally know nothing about Fortnite, except that there's a fort and it's at night. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that. But what I do know is that you play as a team against other people online. And that's a really good metaphor for life. Because each of you are going to do your own thing. Each of you are going to go your own way. But you're going to be each other's teammates for the rest of your lives. And so my hope is that you will present as a united front with the world, and you will let each other succeed and celebrate one another when you achieve. Because we need those support systems. We need that strength. And together, you doing this B'nai Mitzvah service is kind of an indication of how you help one another, of how you lift one another, of how you be there for one another. Although Dylan did point out that Dylan thanked Evan, but Evan didn't thank Dylan. But that'll be at the toast later, I'm sure. He's giving him the eye. Be that as it may, it's beyond just the words of thanks. It's actually the acts of service we do for one another. And I know you come from a family that loves you both very much. And now you're starting off on your own. It's about a 10-year process to figure out how that goes. But just remember, you have one another's back, and you have one another to be in each other's corners and really cheerlead for you and help you be the men God intended you to be. Do you think you can both do that?
Yeah.
Excellent answers. Although no one person can bless another, only God blesses. Rabbi DePaulo and I have the opportunity to ask for God's blessings upon you at this time. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and always watch over you.
Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May you feel God's light shine upon you. May that comfort you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God grant you and all those people who love you the greatest gifts of all, love and laughter, warmth, friendship, and most importantly, shalom, peace. Amen. Mazel tov! Gentlemen, I have certificates here for you. Come on over here, and some gifts. I have your certificates of bar mitzvah that says you read from this Torah portion called Naso. It's a beautiful certificate. We hope you will frame it, and it will have an important place in your home. I have here scholarship for travel to Israel with the National Federation of Temple Youth for $3,250 each. So we hope that you'll go to the homeland and learn about what our ancestors knew instinctually about the place, the state, and the earth of Israel. I also have here a certificate for membership at the Jewish Community Center, because you're not only a responsible member of our temple community now, but of the whole Jewish community. I have here from our brotherhood the book called Jewish Living from Anita Diamond, and I hope that in between Fortnite games you'll be able to read a little bit of this. And I have here a Kiddush cup. I know how much you liked the wine yesterday. And we actually hope that this is from our sisterhood, Nashim. And we hope that you'll have many occasions to drink from the cup of sweetness from this day forward. And once again, we're really proud of you. Mazel tov to you both. Call upon your mom and dad now to share these words with you. Guys, come on over here. Stand right over here.
Oh, face you guys. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shabbat shalom. Thank you for everyone for attending today at the Bar Mitzvah. This is a big milestone in their lives, and we're thankful that so many close friends and family were able to come today and witness their accomplishment. They have been faithfully attending religious school here at Temple Shirah Malud for the past 2 years, and today's culmination of all their hard work. It is not easy for anyone, let alone a 12 or 14-year-old, to come up here and speak in front of so many people. So let's give them a round of applause for how well they did today. Today is a good day to reflect on just how far Evan has come and to remind everyone that his journey was not an easy one. Evan has continuously been in speech therapy since he was the age of 1. Really did not begin to speak until the age of 4. He has always been an RSP student and was diagnosed with dyslexia at the age of 9. Despite this, Evan has always been out of a positive attitude and keeps working very hard. One of Evan's greatest strengths is his ability to use tech and be helpful. Anytime we have a tech problem in our house, usually by midday, I always hear her call her name, and he always comes running, fixing the issue within minutes. Evan is so tech savvy that despite being pretty techy myself, he often does things that amazes me, and he makes it look effortless. I am proud of Evan's improvement in school over the years. In fact, this past year he received straight A's in all of his classes, and he received the principal's honor roll all 3 trimesters. He starts high school career in the fall, and I'm sure he's going to do very well. Dylan, your journey has been very different. He has always excelled at school and does well at anything he puts his mind to. When Dylan was young, he loved being the center of attention and would often do dance performances for anyone willing to watch him. He has always been able to make friends easily, and whenever I've had the pleasure of going to Melinda Heights with him, I constantly heard other kids call out his names that want to be his friend. Dylan's biggest thing is that he needs to be challenged. If you give him something easy to do, he gets bored and doesn't want to do it. But if you challenge him, his competitive spirit comes out. It doesn't matter if he's just playing a board game or if he's trying to get the highest grade on a math test, Dylan must win. His latest challenge was to try to learn Hebrew. He took this endeavor very seriously, and he was not satisfied until he mastered all the prayers. He starts middle school this fall, and I'm sure he'll enjoy the challenge of getting straight A's. I'm proud of both my boys. I know they will do great things in the future. Congratulations. You both did a great job today. I'm very proud of you.
Shabbat Shalom. Evan and Dylan, I am so proud of how well you did last night and this morning, leading the congregation in prayer. But more than that, I am proud of the wonderful young men you have become. Today, you both follow in the footsteps of so many generations who came before you and step into a future made brighter by your love for your family, your faith, and your community. It's been quite an adventure with the both of you. The saying, "There's never a dull moment," is a cliche. In this case, it is absolutely true. Life with the both of you has been a non-stop whirlwind of family adventures, excitement, and fun. You both keep our whole family moving forward in different ways, and we can't wait to see where you take us next. Just remember that I love you both, I admire you, and I'm extremely proud of who you both are, even when I'm nagging you. I would like to thank everyone for celebrating our son's B'nai Mitzvah with us and helping to create such special memories. I appreciate everybody in this room, your warm wishes, your generous gifts, and your constant support. There's a big thank you that I have to a few people in my life who make me smile, support my family, and bring me joy. That is Maxie, Eileen, and Joan. Thank you for all your support. Evan and Dylan are very lucky to have 3 special ladies in their life, and I am too. We couldn't have done it without any of you. To the OG, Jenny Kaplan Grosskald, thank you for answering all my questions this past year about throwing a mitzvah and always being there with answers. I appreciated your patience very much. Thank you to my very talented good friend Audra and her husband James. All the fun and creative decorations that you see in the room when we go for the luncheon are all done by them. Nothing was too much to create for this event, and you both have been a true source of comfort and support during this time. I would also like to thank both rabbis for their constant support for my family, and one last thank you to all my friends. I'm truly grateful for the kindness and loyalty you have shown me and my family throughout our friendship. Your unwavering support was invaluable, and seeing everybody out here means so much to us. Thank you.
At these joyous moments, we get to offer a special blessing, thanking God for giving us life, for sustaining us, and helping us to reach this most wonderful celebration. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah
us return the Torah to the ark. Please rise.
Continue with the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lated gerula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kachem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad ushemo echad.
Friends, even in our most joyous moments, we take some time to think about those who came before us, upon whose shoulders Dylan and Evan stand this day. We think about those whose yurtzeit, the anniversary of their passing, happens at this time. We think about all those innocent victims of terror wherever they might be in the world. We think about all those first responders, police officers, firefighters, military personnel who gave their lives in peace and in freedom so that we could be here in safety, really, to do what we do, practicing our faith. We think about all those who died in the Holocaust and don't have anyone to say Kaddish for them. We take that responsibility upon ourselves as together we read these words of holiness, the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'ad galau v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ulamei almaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלם שמי קודשה בריחו נעלם מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן יהי שלום רב מן שמיים וחיים עלינו ועל ישראל ואמרו אמן עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל ישראל ואמרו אמן. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Together with all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem, let us say, Amen. With those words of peace on our lips, if it's safe to do so, put your arms around one another as we sing the words, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Take this opportunity to bless one another. Parents, if your children are here, place your hands on their heads. If you're here with a friend, hold on to them. See somebody standing by themselves, take them into your circle. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors. Make our children to be like Ephraim and Manasseh, like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Teach them, O God, and teach all of us that we shall go forward and be allies to one another, lifting one another up, sharing in blessings, supporting one another when we have fallen. Guard our going out and our coming in, this time forth and forevermore. Amen. Amen. Gentlemen, come right back up, right over here. You know the tradition of our synagogue. However high you hold the Kiddush cup, that's how tall you want your spouse to be. So take that Kiddush cup. How tall do you want your spouse to be? These are some short spouses. Okay, here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen. L'chaim. You guys can take some challah and let's join with Rabbi DePaulo.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. B'te'avon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's join together as we celebrate these two young men. Mazel tov.
Oh, say shalom b'romav. Say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Lai la lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai 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 lai.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the reception.